Hello, I'm the Pixel Priest. This morning we're looking at the third chapter of the book, The Things He Carried by Stephen Cottrell. Jesus carried a seamless robe. It was a thing of delicate beauty and great craftsmanship, woven in one piece from top to bottom, like the robe a high priest would wear. His sweat and blood stained the cloth. It clung to his skin where he'd been lashed, the fibres of the material sticking to his congealing wounds. It was so lovely they would have torn it off him before he was nailed to the cross, but they might get a few pounds for it, or maybe keep it for themselves, maybe boast about it. So they gently lifted it off, giving it more dignity than they gave to Jesus. And then they left him naked to be nailed to the cross. As he hung there, they cast lots to see who could have his clothing. He carried the seamless purpose of God, an unfolding story of his birth, his baptism, his life on earth, his pleading in the Garden of Gethsemane, and now his dying. All part of an unfolding hope and glory that was in the heart of God before the world began. Now planted in Jesus' heart and beckoning a new dawn, a new heaven and a new earth. God's work of redeeming planted in our hearts. Jesus had got to a point where there were no choices left but to speak words of gentle forgiveness to those who were against him, because they too were being woven into the tapestry of God's story. So Jesus utters those words of forgiveness spoken to us. Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. That's our reflection for today. But there are some suggestions again for our own reflection. One is to hold a piece of the most beautiful cloth you can find. Imagine how it was made and admire its detail. And the other is to read John chapter 19 verses 23 to 25 and ponder a couple of questions. How does it feel to have a thing of beauty taken away from you? And what does it mean to say the cross reveals the purposes of God? See you tomorrow.